Hello my fellow pod pilots of New Eden, my name is EddieRio and this is PvP RoamAntics episode 4, and this is a doozy I've got for you today. I've got some really good fights that I got into recently, and we start off with this one. This is I guess the Aldap inspired Celestus fit. Up until this point I didn't realise about the ancillary armour repairers, which take the nano paste to activate them, and you get much more rep power out of them. So this is just without those two at the moment. I fit it later on in the series though. As you can see, I'm being attacked by a Tengu, and I'm not really quite sure what's going on. He's not shooting missiles at me, so he's vamping me, webbing me and warp disrupting me. So I'm sort of clueless as to what he's trying to do. He's trying to bump me off the gate. I'm not sure whether I should attack or not, so I'm just holding close to the gate, and then there we go, a Serb appears. I'm still not quite sure. I start aggressing the Serb now. I think, right, go for it. I'm not sure why the Tengu doesn't fire any missiles at me. I don't know whether perhaps I should have gone for the Tengu or not, but I ended up going for the Serb. And it's all going a little bit wrong. I'm stuck on the gate. I can't get close to him, so I open up my drone's information. I don't know what's going on. I'm in panic mode at the moment. I start approaching him. Here we go, and a little bit better now, getting some range. I'm managing to apply my small turrets DPS onto him as well as the gate guns that are attacking him. The Tengu's warped off to a safe spot and then warped back again. He locks me up again. He doesn't fire any missiles though. He doesn't do any DPS. I don't know whether he just doesn't have the missiles fitted. But as you can see, it's kind of getting close. I think, you know, there's still a chance, but at that point, there's nothing. I can't do it. I'm afraid he's got the kill and I die, which is a shame, but it was close and it was a good fight. And just something to wet your whistle for the next few fights that I've got coming up, where I do manage to kill a few things. So next up, as you can see, I've changed my fit out a little bit. I've got 2 webs and I've now got the ancillary armor repairer, so I've got a bit more repping power. I'm also in a slave clone as well, so I've got a lot more armor tank. I jump into this system and there's a Talos there. I can't see anything else on scan in the area, and I think I can probably do this, especially if he's shield fit. The gate guns are really going to hurt him. All I've got to try and do is get him in scram range at the moment. So I reapproach the gate, just look as if I'm trying to reapproach the gate. I've got my view on him so I can see what he's doing. I can see he's going directly for me, so I can adjust myself to go directly towards him and try and get this scram on. I get the scram on, DPS, webs, look how quickly he's dropping. I'm only just getting into armor. I think this is going to be quite an easy kill. A Thrasher appears. I'm not worried about that at the moment. That's not too much DPS on me. Plus, if the gate guns start shooting him, they're just going to tear him a new one. So I'll just keep going on this Talos. These kind of fights, using the gate guns to your advantage, are something that I really enjoy. It gives you the opportunity to be in a smaller ship and take out something a little bit bigger. As you can see, this Talos is dropping fast now. He's not going to last very long. I'm thinking about switching over to the Thrasher as well, so I lock up the Thrasher. Sometimes I leave locking the other ship till the last minute, just so that he doesn't get spooked because I'm locked him. He's already taken gate gun aggro, and he pops before I can even get any sort of module on him, so I don't get the kill mail for that one, which is a shame, but I do get the kill mail for the Talos, and that was a really good fight. I quite enjoyed that. I felt very safe the whole way through it. Now this next fight is the best fight that I've had since I've been back. I am absolutely, my heart really went for it in this fight, and I'm really excited to show this to you now. I think it's an absolutely amazing kill, and I'm really happy that I've got it. As you can see, I've jumped into a system. This curse has been sort of around the area for a little bit. I'm trying to entice him in a little bit, and eventually he goes for me and he's taken gate gun aggro, which is exactly what I wanted. He's come right close up to me as well for some reason. I don't quite know why he's done that, but I'm very happy that he has, and this at the moment is just the battle of the cap wars. I'm managing my capacitor, I'm trying to keep point. But as you can see, he's just about to lose all his shields, and then he warps off, and I'm gutted. If I'd have just maybe kept spamming that warp scram button, I might have been able to keep him, but he warps off, and at the moment I've now got this wolf that I have to deal with. He's got a warp disruptor fitted, he's keeping at range, I've got to play a little game with him now. I am thinking to myself, that curse might come back, and I've got my fingers crossed that he does come back, but at the moment all I've got to do is try and deal with this wolf. The first option that I could do is go back to the gate, de-aggro, wait and jump through, but because I just think that that curse might come back, I'll try and play with this wolf for a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're together. I'll keep him busy, looking as if I'm in the fight still, and hope that this curse comes back for a second go at me. As you can see, I'm kind of playing the little games of moving around, moving away from him, moving towards him. As you can see, I get within 14 kilometers there, which is just not close enough to activate the webs. And I'm thinking this guy's being a little slippery bugger at the moment. If you'll also notice, I could have injected another capacitor and repped myself back up to full, but I wanted to look like the injured deer in the woods and the easy target. And then right on cue, as I want him, the curse comes back. I'm gunning straight for him now. My afterburner's on. I want to close down that range and try and get another scram on him. Now's the time that I start repping. He newts my cap immediately. I'm thinking this is going to be close, but I've got to give it a go. The gate guns are laying into him. He's losing his shields pretty fast. All I've got to do now is get this scram on him. I get the double webs. I get the scram. I'm smiling. All I've got to do now is tank it. I just missed those 2 reps there, which would have really helped just as he neuted my cap. So this is getting even closer, and I'm starting to get a bit worried if I'm going to get this kill now. He's losing shields really fast. The wolf isn't doing too much, but the wolf is keeping me pointed, so he's keeping me in the game after this. I can't warp out straight away if I get him. I've lost all my armor now. I just get one final little rep off, which is my absolute saviour, because as you can see, he's now losing his armor. He's got no armor fitted. He's just got a damage control, so it's just a matter of time now before he pops. And boom, look at that. He goes down. I'm in half hull. Oh, how exciting was that? And then I managed to get a couple of webs on this wolf because he's still got me pointed. A rapier appears, also starts applying DPS now. I think, oh, I could even get this wolf, but he just starts to get away from me a little bit, and then unfortunately I end up dying and then warping my pod out. Wow, at that point I was just so exhilarated and my heart was so going for it. Just killed like a 300 mil ship, it turned out, in a 30 mil cruiser. I was really happy with myself. Now I podded my way back to Amar, and when I got there I noticed I had a Bruix just sitting in the station amongst a few other little ships as well. So like in the ancillary repairer on the low slots of the Celestus, I thought, right, let's pop one on to the Bruix. I pretty much gave it the same fit, but you know, with different guns and all that sort of stuff, and started to roam around in that. I came across this Caracal and Omen. The Caracal was pirate, so I could aggress him. So I did the little trick of aggress the Caracal, and then as soon as the Omen aggroed me, swap over to the Omen because he's already taken the gate guns, so he's going to die a lot quicker. That's a trick that I quite often do. You'll shoot the thing that's flashy red, and as soon as the other thing starts shooting you, swap over to that and apply DPS to that because the gate guns are shooting that, so you're going to be able to drop it a lot quicker. The Caracal never aggroed me, so he jumped back through the gate. I instantly stopped applying DPS, or I thought I did, but I left my drones. I thought maybe hang on to him for a little bit and the Caracal might come back in or something, but it turned out he didn't, and I just got that. So quite a nice little kill there, and I've still got my Bruix knocking around somewhere, which I'm going to use. Now here is a little treat for you all. This is some Battleship PVP. I found a Megaphron that I had from a while ago. I had to adjust the fitting a little bit to get it back, but I thought, you know, this Megaphron's probably been sat in that station for over a year. It's time to just let it go and die. I was really happy when I found this. I haven't done Battleship PVP in a long time, and it's something that I really love doing. The fights last a lot longer. As you can see, I've jumped into a random little camp here. The Augora, if that's how you pronounce it, the repping ship, is my main problem here. I'm thinking I can probably out DPS its repping power, but that's obviously not the case. So I switched over to it, spooked it off a little bit, and the fight's kind of underway. A few things warp away, and I'm up against a Phobos and an Arazu. Now, I almost wasn't going to include this clip. As you notice, I've sped it up quite a lot, because otherwise this episode would go on for like 20 minutes or something. So I didn't think that was would have been easy watching. So I sped it up a lot to sort of get it out the way, because I almost wasn't going to include it. I was quite embarrassed about the way it played out and the way that I tackled it. I just felt like I could have done a lot better, but this is, you know, the first time I've played Battleship PVP in a while, and I thought for nostalgia's sake I should include it so that I can look back on it in, you know, another year's time and see how badly I did. I should have done a lot better. I should have wiped the field away here basically, but I just seemed to struggle the whole way through, and it frustrated me a little bit. But one thing that I did really like about it was the length of the fight. I think it went on for about 15 minutes in total, and that's awesome. That's so much better than frigate and cruiser PvP, which is over in a matter of minutes. That's one thing why I liked Battleship PvP, because it just, if you get the right engagement, it can go on and on and on, and you're really having to manage your modules and take it to the very last minute. So this is my second kill I'm just about to make here. I just got the frigate earlier, and I'm just about to down this Arazu now, and I'm just kind of fighting against the reps of the Augora, which is repping him up from range there, and I'm not sure whether to change targets or keep on him. My guns need to suddenly reload, but I think, come on, I can punch through this. He's repping up even more, but I think the gate guns switch over to him suddenly, and then I managed to get the kill. And from this point onwards, this is where it all kind of goes wrong. I keep making little mistakes. I'm not too sure what to go for. I just don't play the game as well as I should have done, and I look back on it and I'm just frustrated about how I tackled it. At this point I could have made a play to get out as well, but I'm doing really well. I've got full armor. I haven't got many capacitor boosters left, but I think I've got plenty enough to take on what's going on here. So much more fun being in a battleship and tackling stuff again. This isn't an optimum fit. As you can see, I could have used the ancillary repairers again instead of just the normal ones, but this is kind of what it was already fit with, and I didn't want to mess about. I just wanted to undock and jump into something and see what happens. It's kind of, at the moment, I think I used to really care about my kill board and my efficiency and my ISK efficiency, but now I don't care anymore. It doesn't bother me at all how much I die or how well I'm doing on the kill boards. I couldn't give a fudge. It's all about the moment when I'm right in it, enjoying myself in that moment of PvP. I don't care about looking at the kill board. Is nice afterwards to look at what you've killed and what they got fitted, but I'm not taking the statistics to heart. So I've burnt out my guns, and I'm pretty sure they know it, and they're just slowly killing me, and it's a horrible moment when you're trying to get away. But I think I've had a good fight. This has been the first battleship fight I've had in a long time, and great experience. Really want to do it again. And I'd just like to say thanks for your comments and mails that some of you have sent me in game as well, and I've even had a little donation, which has been great because it means that I just get to go out and PvP rather than do missions and stuff like that. But the feedback has been really positive, and although some of it is obviously very critical, I don't take anything to heart. I think everything can help me develop as a player as well, and I thanks for all the different comments that you write. So hope you enjoyed this little episode. I'm just having a blast in EvE again at the moment. I'm really enjoying the solo PvP and the small gang PvP. Don't be afraid to join the Time Bandits channel if you want, and please subscribe and give me a like on YouTube and all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next episode. Till next time, fly safe.